Oh, wow. Just been sitting here reflecting on my teachers, my teachers that have shared with me over the many years that I've been involved in, this shamanic walk or this earth walk, and different ones come to mind at different times. And Grey Wolf, who was my teacher for the medicine drums, I actually had learnt through Lakota elders before I met Grey Wolf. But yeah, I met Grey Wolf probably 2 years after those Lakota elders. But yeah, he taught me the way of stringing the drums this way, the way that I teach people. And I'm so grateful to his teachings because, it was based on, that sacred hoop of life and, what he brought in the connection of the teachings of the medicine wheel and the connection to all things. I really acknowledge Grey Wolf and, say thank you to him for his guidance and, the journey. I feel him around whenever we're making drums and whenever I'm holding the drum retreats. It's awesome to experience his presence at times again. So thank you, Grey Wolf. Yeah, awesome medicine man. Another experience I had, which went over a 12-year period, was my journey with Uncle Joe Silverwolf from Canada and his family, Maria, his wife, his sons, and other medicine men and women. Some Wolf, who was an amazing storyteller. We used to sit around the fire around Lake Louisa in Banff in Canada, and we'd be sitting around the fire as a family, and some Wolf would rock up and he'd say, "We share a story tonight," and he'd tell us an amazing story again around the fire. He was an awesome storyteller. But Uncle Joe, he was my teacher for 12 years, and Sundanced and Vision Quest and made drum, and not only did we teach, but we also became part of the family and were adopted into the family with my wife Leanne. We would go over there for 2 to 3 months at a time each year for 12 and a half years, and it was an amazing time walking through, the Rockies and being shown how to hunt and tramp through the forest and, be in nature and how to even sit still, So beautiful, beautiful teachings through Sunwolf and the experiences that I had with him in Canada. Also reflecting back, grandmother Shamanic, who was an Apache elder. She was my next teacher, who I met through Varuna Dagan. Varuna Dagan was an Apache elder who was sent to Australia. And she was here early 2000s, and she was teaching the teachings of the Mawate and the teachings of the Nglongwe. The Mawate was the healing circle, and every 2 years we would have a gathering. We'd have one gathering here in Australia, and then we'd go the next year over to Mexico and catch up with grandmother. And grandmother, when she died, she was 104 years old, and she was direct great granddaughter to Geronimo, and Verona was her student, and grandmother was her Tashoma, and Verona became our Tashoma here in Australia, and we would connect every 2 weeks, no sorry, every 4 weeks on the full moon, and we'd gather and share and do teachings and do ceremonies, and I was involved in that circle for about 8 years, and just a beautiful, beautiful teaching on the Nglong way. I look back and acknowledge these teachers, and thank them for the gifts they've shared, and the spaces that I've been, and along the way the other people that I've met, and sat and drummed with and shared teachings with. Met grandmother Twyla and Jamie Sams many years ago when they were out here. The 3 Lakota elders who started me on this journey, where I travelled along the east coast of Australia with them over 30 years ago, doing sweat lodge and doing the drum making and doing the teachings on the medicine wheel. And, also Melodoma Patrice, he was out here once doing, some teaching around Brisbane, and got to, share drumming in his teaching. He asked me to drum with him, and an amazing African shaman, awesome Goma, they're called. Bevan was an amazing Siberian shaman from Altai, and he was over here twice in a couple of years, and I made him a kangaroo drum. We held a big circle, and we had about 60 people come to meet Bevan, and I made him this kangaroo drum, which was only 4 days old when I gave it to him, and he passed it around to every single person, and he played this drum like he picked it up, and everybody honoured it, and then he took it from me, and I've never heard anyone bang a drum as hard or as loud as he did. And this drum was only 4 days old, and I'm sitting there going, oh, I hope this drum will last, and excuse me, it sung and played beautifully. I thought he might have split the drum with playing it so hard, the high, but no, it lasted, and he took it home, and he told me when he came back, I still got my kangaroo drum at home. I still play my drum, and amazing, amazing sharings that I've had. I look back over the time, and on the teachings that I've received and the gifts of. Um, Even more so through spirit, I keep getting the messages that it's time to bring these teachings together and share their wisdom and share their stories and share their teachings to people who are willing now to open and listen. Um, Over the years, I've run a lot of lodges, I've done vision quests, shared vision quests with men. Um, we've done, I held a men's circle for 8.5 years, with the brothers coming and sharing with us. But, and so many gatherings and so many lodges and, so many drum making ceremonies and full moon circles and shamanic healings. But now, with all of this stuff that I've learnt, I'm finding it's time to bring it forward even more. And I've been offering mentoring to people who want to take these teachings into, they want to embody them into themselves and take it forward for themselves so that they can discover the mastery of who they are. And what I'm working on is putting together a self-mastery program, a 12-month self-mastery program, where we'll do online teachings and 4 retreats a year. The drum retreat has developed now from a 1-day, 14, 15-hour journey to a 3-day embodiment retreat, where I do here in Mullumbimby. The mentoring program, where people come and they want to discover more things for themselves, create maybe a daily practice, discover their own healing for themselves, and discover, what it means to walk a shamanic path. And so, through the guidance of Uncle Joe and Grandmother Shanadi and Verona and the other people that I've met, the other elders that I've met, I've been able to bring forward these teachings now into mentoring programs and stronger retreats and even more embodiment retreats and, the self-mastery program, which is going to be released next year. I've been sharing it individually with people, but now it's time to take it to another level and bring it forward into a full package. I've also, I'm kind of feeling it's time to start to think about writing a book or two on my journey, and feel that that's going to come from the teachings of the self-mastery program. And the children's stories that some have shared, it's time to bring them forward into the children's books. So these are the things that I'm looking at into the future, and it's to honour these teachings and this wisdom that I've received from the gifts of the elders, and it's time to give these back for those who want to open and receive the gifts of this medicine. Yeah, thank you, Aho.